in there. That, like I said, I know that Nair is frame 1 or frame 4. I mean,
Oh, if it was frame 1, that'd be
that'd be nuts. But no, it's frame 4. But I also know that Jenny has her own kind of projectiles here and there to kind of help with that zone breaking as well. That up air right there that we're seeing does also help with recovery just a little bit. I know she has an umbrella as well, kind of thing. I do love her up B as well. It's one of the better up Bs in my opinion for the game because it's almost like it's like if Steve up B could go in any direction.
Okay, so it's a little bit like a mix between Steve and Lucario. Yeah. No, that's interesting. I do want to see. Yeah, I do want to see how that affects things. Right? Is she able to snap to the ledge fairly easily?
Nah, I don't remember.
Okay, fair enough.
I was gonna say yes, but I realized that I just don't remember.
Okay. Again, a buddy of mine plays Jenny. He's not exactly a competitive player, but he does play. I played a little bit of NASB2 with him.
Yeah.
And I did see that Jenny could be oppressive, let's say, right?
Yeah. But we saw how Senpac is able to use Jimmy's tools himself with these really free-form combos almost. So Matador able to tack on 30% very quickly, 40, able to really get in on Senpac like almost immediately. And there's that, I believe that was strong down air to seal the deal on that stock. Really, really good stuff. Yeah, see, there's that that kind of umbrella Mary Poppins float.
Oh my God.
I believe that's her strong up air or her light up air. I don't remember which one. To kind of help with the recovery. But I mean, Senpac does not care, able to secure a stock very quickly.
Yeah, no, I'm completely familiar with Jenny's game here. I'm seeing just like extremely oppressive combos over here, and like up close options too. She is not just a zoner, right?
Yeah.
I'm seeing. Yeah, no, these up close options I'm very surprised by. I find the only real zoning option she's using is those rockets, which she's making ample use of.
Yeah. There's also that back air is such a strong tool as well. But I mean, oh my God, we're going all the way out there as much as we want to. Yeah. Okay. So it does snap to ledge pretty easily, it seems like, but we're also able to slime cancel it and go around the ledge as well, which helps with the recovery a lot, and makes it something that is so tricky to deal with.
I'm seeing a lot of like really interesting movement here, right? Especially from Jenny. I'm seeing that Jimmy's good in terms of movement, but I'm seeing that Jenny's kind of able to get out of any situation with, I'm not sure what exactly it is. She's got a booster pack, right?
Yeah.
And she's able to just kind of get out of any situation. If she's in the corner, it's relatively easy for her to get out, right?
Yeah. She's doing, and also Matador is doing a really good job, kind of showcasing the brawler. It feels like Jenny can switch between one of those characters that kind of, bait and punishes you, and then also a character that just wants to press buttons in your face really hard. And it feels like Senpac is having a kind of hard time dealing with that once Matador decides that that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, no, that's something I find really that can be really hard to deal with, is a character who's able to do both so effectively.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm seeing from Jenny over here. She's able to. And again, Matador's taking full use of that. Unfortunately, it looks like he's about to lose the stock. Just take it back.
Ooh, really, really good chase down with that rocket from Matador. Really like that coming out there. We are going to fire a couple of those lasers on our way down just to kind of secure our recovery. And oh my God, love that roll into a dash attack into the up strong. There's that back air that's going to send at a really awkward angle for you. That rocket is chasing you down. There's another back air for your troubles on it as well, using that umbrella as well to kind of really, really force a low recovery as well. So we're able to get that ledge hog. Really good stuff coming out from Matador there. Senpac does take the stock very quickly afterwards, but I mean, you have a full stock deficit to make up.
Yeah, no, the use of the heavy or the up air, right? The umbrella, I didn't even consider how it's being used right now, right?
Yeah.
You're just mixing up your offstage presence so effectively, right? So yeah, you're able to mix it up so much.
I also love that he was able to kind of float from one side of the platform with an active hitbox all the way to the other side, right? To catch a roll just in case Senpac decided to roll there.
Yeah.
And was still able to land and find a hit afterwards. And also just a solid kill confirm after the fact to secure game number 1. Really good stuff to Matador.
All right. And we're going into a game 2 right here. I see the characters are probably staying the same, but I'm wondering, they were on the Invader Zim stage, right?
No, that was, I believe that was the Garfield stage.
Is this the Garfield stage?
Oh, this right here? This is the Invader Zim stage, yeah.
All right.
I thought you meant that last stage.
Yeah, the Garfield stage, yeah. I see the Garfield stage with Odie and everyone.
Yeah.
Shout out to Odie, by the way. Odie being the Durham player. One of my favorite people, right? Shout out to him. I do miss, unfortunately, he was unable to make it this weekend. But yeah, no, we're seeing this match over here. We're seeing that, again, Jenny can just be oppressive, right?
Yeah. Gosh, and I love how fast that up B is as well. It beat Senpac to ledge, and good on Senpac because he was able to recognize that it was going to, and decided to go much higher than he normally would for that recovery to prevent like a ledge hog or something like that. But it doesn't seem to me that Matador really cares too much about that, because we're just going to keep pressing buttons in your face and put on a lot of pressure. Now you are at a deficit, but with the way Jenny has been, the way that Matador has been showcasing Jenny, that deficit is not one that's hard to make up. We are going to be able to get the ledge hog to take stock number 1, but Senpac off that Angel Plat immediately firing back.
It seems to me that where Jimmy really can be vulnerable is off stage. It seems that up B doesn't have a hitbox. He has to use Gord. Oh God, what's his name? Gord? Goddard, right. I last watched Jimmy Neutron 15 years ago. But yeah, he has to use Goddard to keep himself safe. I believe he's able to. But yeah, he really is vulnerable. It can be difficult if he up B's close to the ledge, but that is the time he's most vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
But it does go far. It reminds me a lot of a Snake recovery.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, that ledge get up as well, hitting behind you first, and I love the way that Matador is using slime cancels off of these uppies as well to make that presence significantly stronger. We get the Iron Man Unibeam cannon on that forward air. I believe that's a strong forward air, and it also gives her a little kind of like a corn backer almost. It gives her a little bit of momentum. We are going to be able to find attack, good stuff coming off of Matador, not allowing himself to lose his stock there, but I believe this might be the stock. Yep, there it is. That back out is going to kill. Good stuff for Senpac. Let's see if he's able to kind of get something started, because he is currently a full stock down.
Oh my God, I'm kind of speechless. I'm just oh my God, what I'm seeing here is amazing. I do see that though Jimmy is vulnerable off stage, right? I'm seeing that he's not as, just because of how fast he's not as vulnerable as you probably think he is, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's doing it. That up B can also does seem to be a little tricky as well. You are, oh my God, got her. Oh my God, got her. Oh my God.
Oh, is this going to be it?
Oh my God, such a tricky recovery, but Senpac was ready for it that time and is actually able to get a forward air to force a stage bite. Good stuff from Senpac, able to stop a little bit of the bleeding here. Can we find an opening? Can we find a combo that's going to even up the percentage here? Or is Matador going to get in and start doing on a lot of damage? It looks like Matador is going to get in. That might just be the stock. Not just yet, but there are the rockets trading off the side here. Now Senpac has to find a way, and he is able to get a high recovery to make it back and find his opening. Can we find a kill off of it, though?
Oh, not quite. I'm not quite seeing that. Again, Jenny making exceptional use of the umbrella over there to just keep herself safe, to make sure that she can recover. Yeah, still can kind of struggle. What is that laser move? That looks.
I believe that's light downer.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure.
Do those have hit stun? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure.
All right.
There's Goddard. Yeah,
I think it's a Goddard combo.
Ooh, we're able to actually make it back in a really creative recovery angle as well. Goddard is going to finish her off there. Good stuff for Senpac, able to find that kill. But here's Matador trying to find something of his own. There's that rocket creating such a scary presence off stage. I love the get-up attack to catch the high recovery this time, but Senpac is able to find a little bit of an opening. Nice tech roll, or nice tech roll read coming out from Senpac there. We catch another high recovery. Goddard's going to be able to extend the combo here. Can we find a kill from the singular opening that Senpac was given?
I died. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the kill, but I do see that they're back in neutral now, right? And I see that Jimmy's able to use his, Senpac is able to use just a strong neutral presence that Jimmy has to try to to try to hopefully get an opening, right?
Yeah.
I see that this really might be it. Oh, no, she's made it. Oh,
yeah,
that recovery is fantastic.
That up B goes far. Oh, yeah, there's that back air. So we're able to stop bleeding a little bit. Good stuff for Matador. Can we find a proper combo here? We're able to get an opening with that dash attack and a little bit more of the hits here. Those nairs are just barely missing Jimmy as well, which is really good for Senpac, because I do feel like that nair commands such a strong presence due to how quick it is. But Matador seems to be in a much better position than he was just a few seconds ago.
Yeah, no. Again, great things I'm seeing from Matador here. I do see he has a super. I'm not sure exactly how useful supers are in this game, but I do definitely want to see it.
I believe the supers aren't great.
Yeah, no,
I believe supers aren't great.
I have heard, like, slime cancels seem to be way more useful. I'm seeing so much of this matchup is happening just off stage, right?
Yeah, it feels like these two characters are two characters that can kind of stay on stage for a while, both in the recoveries and in their when edge guarding. So we are seeing a lot of it, but good, fantastic tech, fantastic double tech. Can we find a kill? Not able to. And we're going to keep. Oh my god, this entire match has been taking place off stage. Love the slime cancel off of the Goddard to prevent yourself from, you know, taking any hit stun there, able to find. But I'm noticing here that once Jimmy kind of takes a lead, right, once Senpac actually has a lead, it's very easy for him to keep it, right, because he can play that keep away game. Whereas Jenny, she has her projectiles, but it's not like she's using them to zone. She's really using them to close the distance. Yeah. And Senpac is able to use those projectiles and that zoning capabilities to find game number 2.
Yeah, absolutely. That just, again, oppressive neutral game from Jimmy. It was just fascinating to watch as someone who's more of an outsider on this specific game. Yeah. Again, just fascinating to watch on this end. Yeah, I see that Jenny is honestly just an interesting character to watch as well. I'm happy to be here, right? To see these this high level kind of gameplay.
Really good stuff. We'll see where we go next here. As we're deciding, I don't know what stage was just picked. I was
not entirely sure. I was going on a rant about this game. It looks amazing.
But the two of them are very much so like these two characters are very much so playing almost the entire game off stage. But we're gonna hop into this next game here, and yeah, this is exactly what we had seen before, where Senpac is kind of using those projectiles to really keep himself, you know, as far away from Jenny as possible. We did have a little bit of a caster switch. We had to say goodbye to Sari, but if you want to introduce yourself real quick.
How we doing? My name is Draco. You might have remembered me from the multiverses section yesterday. Oh, we're going to have a hard-fought recovery here. Second try, Jenny does get it, and applying some pressure towards Jimmy here. Trying to control that center stage and push him off towards right side. Put him into disadvantage, but Jimmy coming right back, flipping the script on Jenny here. Gonna try to keep her off the stage, going for that vertical recovery, and she does finally get it.
Yeah, and something that, you know, from that last game that it's clear that Senpac, Jimmy learned, is that you gotta keep Jenny out. Senpac does, Jimmy as a character does seem to struggle once you're like real close in his face, unable to really, doesn't have a lot of get off me tools to really utilize in that position, and Matador was taking full advantage of that in game number 1. But in the second game, or in this third game here especially, Senpac is like, okay, so now we really gotta hold back, right? We really gotta use our zoning tools to really kind of figure things out and force you to take awkward approach options that I can cover.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely falls in Jimmy's advantage here to maintain the distance, because once that gap is closed, it's definitely going to be Jenny closing it in. Going to find a stock there. Equalization, but on the damage, Jimmy is slightly in the lead here. Going to see if Jenny can do anything about that. Going to be playing a little bit through these platforms here, up and down. Jimmy again trying to prevent the vertical recovery. Going to throw the dog out left side of the stage, but not going to get anything meaningful just yet. Bottom of the stage. Oh, force them both into recovery. Jimmy with a great up special to get back up there.
Yeah, but I mean, Matador was immediately ready for it, right? Covering it with that get-up attack, which does hit both behind her and then in front of her after the fact. So really good stuff coming out from Matador there. You are sitting at like 114%, so you have to be very careful with your approaches and whatnot. But I mean, right now we've got Goddard who's going to be holding on to the stage on the ledge there. We're going to go even deeper, and Matador unable to recover too far away.
Too far away. This is going to be Jimmy holding on to the stock advantage here, trying to get some extra credit. We've seen a lot of this. We've seen Jimmy trying to control that center stage and preventing recovery from both sides. Jimmy here going to use these projectiles to close the distance himself, going to apply some pressure, take the driver's seat while he is in advantage state. But now he throws himself off, a little overzealous there on the chase, gonna cost him a stock.
Yeah, and we see it a lot in this matchup. We've seen it a lot in this matchup, is that these two characters I guess it just in these matchups specifically love playing off stage, since both of them have such strong recoveries. But you know, when you get in a position like that where, you know, you're a little overzealous with such a potent back air, Matador was able to make very quick work of such an overextension. And if Matador can find his way in, he might be able to make quick work of another stock here. And it looks like he's going to, as we're going to find that strong forward air isn't going to do too much. But now if you're Senpac, you have to fight your way off the ledge. We get another down air into a, oh my god, what in the world is happening?
Oh, what happened there with the projectile? Did he beat it out on his recovery?
I think so, but I mean, Matador doesn't seem to care even like slightly, as he's going to keep moving. I love that aggressive option off the ledge there to prevent yourself from getting back aired. That up air is not going to kill yet, so we're going to keep it fighting here. And yeah, this is where Senpac really has to slow down the pace of the game here. Otherwise, Matador is going to run away with it. We are able to catch the read, the roll with an up air to secure a stock, but I mean, Matador is just not very far behind Senpac at all.
He definitely isn't, but we do see him in the state of what appears to be, how would you say, impatience. We have Senpi's completely controlling the stage, not allowing for Jenny to really recover and set up anything that she wants to. We're seeing Jimmy get much more value out of his projectiles than Jenny. They both have some, but we're not really seeing that rocket connection from Jenny in a meaningful way. So it appears to see if she can come out with something. There's the back air for the kill. Gonna get final stock situation here.
Yeah, but it feels like, I mean, when Jimmy uses his rocket, right, because he can pre-program the flight trajectory on it and whatnot, it feels more so as kind of a setup, you know, to hit it into something, you know, to hit you into that rocket into something else. But
yeah,
with the way that Matador is using Jenny's rockets due to the nature of it, it feels a lot more like, you know, option coverage rather than a setup. But we are able to get a slime cancel. Oh my god, fantastic combo for that last stock coming out from Senpac. Really, really good stuff.
Great way to close it out. It is my first game of the day on the commentator side, but I'm hype already, man. These games are great. Love to see some high-level NASB gameplay. What map are we going to next?
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind. It looks like a much smaller stage comparatively. I do think that Jenny is going to benefit from these smaller stages. Yeah, we're back here. I believe this is where we started off. No, actually, we took. This is where Senpac took Matador game 2, which, to be fair, I don't think that was a stage issue. I do think that was Senpac really making a really good adjustment against Matador and deciding to play that keep away game a lot more. But oh my god, I love everything we're seeing here. Not able to get anything else, but we are going to be charging these down airs a lot to kind of force Senpac to make really, really risky recoveries. And I love the way that Matador uses that up B to kind of hug the stage a little bit, to kind of stall your momentum a little bit. But Senpac does not care at all, as we're able to tack on 70 quick, almost 80, 84. Are we going to find a stop? Yes, we
with
are.
the assist! Wow, coming on the off-stage chase left side there. Going to be a great kill by Sen for starting it off. 50 damage only for his troubles. Going to be putting himself in a great spot to take the set home here. Defending off-stage again. Right side going deep, but again, overzealous. That's going to cost him a lot of the advantage that he did have at that point. Let's see if he can take it back here now.
Yeah, and that is just, we saw that again earlier as well, where Senpac went a little too deep for his kill, which, I mean, when you're playing Jimmy against Jenny, it feels like you kind of have to go super deep due to the nature of both of these characters, but we're able to find a quick stock. Matador unable to tech on the stage there, and we're going to watch Senpac absolutely pick apart the gameplay.
Here we go. I mean, we've been seeing a lot of what appears to be the same thing. Jimmy controlling that stage, but he's been more confident this last match, wanting to close it out, trying to close that distance, get as much combo damage as possible, and chase quite far. He loves playing on this ledge. He loves playing underneath the stage. Gonna see if we can find a nice finisher on this stock. Jenny at 74, Jimmy at 78, looking pretty even. Looking for that one decisive interaction here.
Yeah, we have a full slime meter for Matador here. That isn't going to take the stock for Senpac, but that might do it. No, we use the slime meter to kind of cancel out our momentum there, and we're going to stall off stage as much as possible. And now Senpac is in a pretty bad position because now you're off stage against Jenny, who kind of has the favor almost in a lot of situations here. Really good tech coming out from Matador there. Can we find a way back? No, we cannot. Senpac sending you the other direction to secure the stock. Matador on his last stock for this set almost. So we'll see, is the Senpac gonna just kind of take it all the way?
Oh my god. Oh my god! I thought that would... Stop it. Senpac, not like this. Closing out the set in style. Senpac trying to go for the nasty. Gonna get rung out there, but full stock up with damage on the side. He's looking good. His play is full, and he is hungry. I love the playstyle coming from Senpac. It's almost like he's gambling. He's going for these moves off stage, but when they hit, they're just so satisfying. That's gonna be Senpac closing it out. Verticality there for that final kill.
Yeah, and it really was like Senpac was up so much, so he was able to take such risks, right? To go, he was able to go off stage and really kind of go deep in order to. It's like, if I throw away a stock here, that's fine because I'm up by so much, it doesn't even matter. And Matador just really struggled to really get in against the